ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஸ்ரீ பகவத்கீதா 14th chapter, Gunatraya Vibhaga Yogam. In this chapter, Bhagavan is explaining the differences between the three types of qualities, Sattvam, Rajas, Tamas, where they are situated, how they cause the effect in the body, and so on. We have seen up to the 17th shlokam. Now we have to see from the 18th shlokam. Bhagavad Ramanuja has given beautiful commentary for Bhagavad Gita named Gita Bhashyam. Vedanta Acharya has given Tatparya Chandrika, which is another beautiful Sanskrita commentary. With the help of these two, Puttur Sri V. Krishna Swami Iyengar has given detailed Tamil commentary for Bhagavad Gita. As part of that, he has also given word by word meanings, which we have translated into English. With the help of these English translations, we are going through simple meanings for Gita shlokams. Let us see the 18th shlokam now. Urdhvam gachanti sattvastaha madhye tishtanti rajasaha jaganya guna vrittistaha adho gachanti tamasaha. So in this shlokam, the path the individual will take based on the quality which is predominant is highlighted. Let us see the word by word meanings. Sattvastaha, those who have abundance of sattva gunam, urdhvam gachanti, eventually reach the higher position of moksham, liberation. Over time, through the process of the yogam which they pursue, they will reach moksham, they will attain liberation. Rajasaha, those who have abundance of rajogunam, madhye tishtanti, suffer in middle level birth, which mostly gives sorrow only. We know that this whole world is full of sorrows and impermanent things. Bhagavan himself says, Ashasvatam Dukkhalayam, about this world. So those who are in the Rajogunam, where their Rajogunam is abundant in them, they will suffer in this world itself by taking different births, middle level births, such as human birth, where they think that they will be having some enjoyment, but in the end it will all be suffering. So that is the result of having abundance of Rajogunam. Tamasaha, those who have abundance of Tamogunam, those who are filled with Tamogunam, Jaganya Guna Vrittistaha, being further engaged in inferior Tamogunam activities. Because of their Tamogunam, they will be more inclined towards lowly activities, and due to that, adho gachanti, attain very lowly births due to increased ignorance. So they will be born in animal body, bird's body. So they will take inferior births where there is less scope for spiritual progress, because they are in increased ignorance. So in this shlokam, Bhagavan explains the destination or the path taken by the individuals based on the abundance of whichever gunam they have. That is 18th shlokam. Next, 19th shlokam. Nanyam gunebhya kartaram yadha drashtanu pashyati gunebhyascha param veti madbhavam sodhigacchati. Bhagavan explains from this shlokam the way to progress in the higher platform, higher layer, that is to be established more in Sattvagunam and even crossing over the Sattvagunam. Let us see the word by word meaning. Drashta, one who is established in Sattvagunam and has self-realization. Gunebhyaha anyam. The Atma which is different from the qualities such as Sattvam, etc. Kartaram na anupashyati. When he does not consider as the doer. So when one is established in Sattva Gunam, when one's knowledge is well developed, and when one sees that these activities are not done by the Atma but by the body due to the influence of the three qualities, Sattvam, Rajas and Tamas. When he does see all of these, when he is realized with all of these, Gunebhyaha paramcha yadha veti, when he considers the qualities to be different from Atma. So here the qualities themselves are considered as the doers. That is, here the qualities are resting on the body, and the body is the one which is acting. The Atma can vow, Atma can desire, but the actual physical activity can be done only by the body. So that difference, if one is able to see that difference, saha, he, madbhavam, my state, adhigacchati, they attain my state, my qualities. So here, it is not that one attains Garuda Vahanam or Shriyapatitvam or any such qualities, but one attains the qualities, 8 qualities mainly, which are explained in Shastram, that one attains while reaching Paramapadam, while attaining liberation. So that those qualities will be attained by the individual when one is clear about the doership. When one understands that the Atma is the non-doer and the body is the doer, then one realizes the self and one progresses towards the ultimate state of liberation, where one's qualities will be similar to Bhagavan's qualities in these 8 aspects. That is 19th shlokam. 20th shlokam. Gunanyathan atitya trin dehi deha samudbhavan janma mrityu jara dukkair vimukto amritam ashnuthe. Dehi, this Atma who has the body, deha samudbhavan, in the body which is a transformation of Prakriti. This body is an effect of Prakriti. Prakriti means Mula Prakriti. Mula Prakriti matter has changed, transformed to become different bodies here. So in this body, etan, these, trin gunan, 3 qualities, atitya, transcending and seeing self which is different from matter and is an embodiment of knowledge. So when one sees the body different from Atma and understand that Atma is full of knowledge and bliss and so on, Atma itself is considered as Jnanam, that is Dharmi Jnanam. Dharmi Jnanam means the consciousness which keeps highlighting the concept of I. And then there is Dharmabhuta Jnanam, the knowledge with which we can understand everything else surrounding us. That is Dharmabhuta Jnanam, and what identifies oneself is Dharmi Jnanam. So this Atma is atomic in size, very very small, very subtle. It is made of Jnanam, and body is something different from Atma, which is gross. Body is gross. Atma is subtle. So when one has this knowledge, Janma Mrityu Jara Dukkaihi Vimuktaha, being freed from birth, death, old age and sorrow. Amritam Ashnute, enjoys the immortal self. So eventually such person, when one has the desire, will be freed from birth, death, old age and sorrow, and will enjoy one's own immortal self, which is Kaivalya Moksham, which is self-realization to the extent of enjoying the self and not proceeding further to serving Bhagavan. So in this particular shlokam, the difference between Atma and Deham and the qualities which are present on the Deham, they are identified, and those who are able to cross over, they are able to go beyond this, they will be freed from all of these sufferings, says Bhagavan. With this we will stop today and we will continue on in the next session. Alvar Embermanar Jiyar Tiruvadigalai Sharanam, Jiyar Tiruvadigalai Sharanam.
To learn such valuable information about our Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, please download Koyil, K-O-Y-I-L app from Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Our website is koyil.org, Koyil.org.